a pure sample of methyl orange from NN-dimethyl-aniline and sulfa-anilic acid. So we are doing the preparation of a dye which is called as methyl orange using a reaction which is diazotization and coupling. We'll be doing two different kinds of reactions. One is the formation of the diazonium salt, and in the second step, the diazonium salt will undergo a coupling reaction to form the dye. Now, the procedure of the reaction is a long step. It involves multiple steps, but at the end, you would get a beautiful orange color dye. So it is said that it's prepared, methyl orange is prepared by coupling sulfonyl बेंजोनियम क्लोराइड. तो ये है सल्फोनाइल बेंजोनियम क्लोराइड. ये हम इन situ बनाते हैं. This is called as diazonium. You know diazonium salts are unstable. You have read about the diazonium salts. So it is prepared by coupling sulfonyl benzene diazonium chloride with NN dimethyl. So once this is formed, this couples with NN dimethyl aniline. NN dimethyl aniline. Aniline होता है NH2. Dimethyl का मतलब होगा उसके H की जगह दो methyl groups आ गए. So the first step is a diazotization reaction. So this, since it is an in situ reagent, we have to prepare it. Once we are starting with the methyl orange, we have to prepare this benzene diazonium sulfonyl salt, which couples with NN dimethyl aniline to form the methyl orange. So I'll write the product, which is the methyl orange. Methyl orange is this. SO3H, N double bond N के साथ there is N methyl square, यहाँ पर SO3H. So this is a coupling product where these two are coupling with one another to form the methyl orange. So the first step is the most crucial step. अगर first step नहीं होगा तो automatically आपकी dye नहीं बनेगी, क्योंकि जो second step है वो तो just the coupling reaction है. So it is very important that you do the diazonium preparation correct, because अगर diazonium salt नहीं बनेगा, so the product would not be formed, which is methyl orange. So what do you need? The chemicals required are not many. You need the sulfa-anilic acid. You need dimethyl aniline for the coupling reaction. You need NaNO2, sodium nitrite. NaNO2 and HCl will react in situ to form nitrous acid, not nitric acid. Nitric acid is available as a lab reagent. So we need to prepare nitrous acid, and nitrous acid would be prepared by reacting NaNO2, sodium nitrite, with HCl. So when we go to react sodium nitrite with HCl, it is going to form nitrous acid, and this nitrous acid is going to attack the NH2 group to form the diazonium salt. So the chemicals required would be the sulfa-anilic acid, dimethyl aniline for coupling reaction, anhydrous sodium carbonate, sodium nitrite, concentrated HCl, dilute HCl, sodium chloride, and 10% NaOH solution. I'll tell you what is the requirement. Why are these chemicals used? They're not a part of the reaction, but still they have to be used as and when we will discuss the procedure. So let us see what is the procedure. It is a long 10-step procedure, but gradually, step by step, within 1 hour, you can prepare methyl orange without any difficulty. So let us see what is the procedure all about. So what you do, you first of all dissolve 2 grams of anhydrous sodium carbonate in water, which is present in a beaker, and add 7 grams of sulfa-anilic acid. This is just to dissolve the sulfa-anilic acid and to make the solution a little basic in nature. So what you do is you're basically dissolving the substrate, which is the sulfur-anilic acid. This is the sulfur-anilic acid we are taking, but you have to dissolve it in water along with anhydrous sodium carbonate. So you prepare it in a beaker. Now you take in another flask, you dissolve NaNO2, sodium nitrite, which is 2 grams in water, and add to the solution of the sulfur-anilic acid prepared in step number 1. So I repeat again, we prepare in step number 1 a solution of sulfur-anilic acid in sodium carbonate, and in step number 2 we prepare a solution of sodium nitrite, which is 2 grams in approximately 10 ml water. Then you cool the solution in an ice bath between 0 to 5 degrees. The temperature should be less than 5 degrees. You can see a thermometer. Take a thermometer and note down the temperature. So it should be it will take some time to cool the reaction contents. After it has been cooled, you will dissolve 8 ml of concentrated HCl and in 15 ml water, that is dilute. You dilute the concentrated HCl and add it to the solution which you have cooled in step number 2. So you have taken HCl, which is concentrated, you have added water to it, approximately 8 ml of concentrated HCl is taken along with 15 ml of water, and you start adding to it the solution you have prepared. Ensure that the solution of sulfuric acid is also cooled below 10 degrees. So you can separately cool first the sulfuric acid you have prepared, and then you will allow it to add to the solution which is prepared in step number 2. Gradually, you will start adding it slowly, step by step or drop by drop. Now, you will take dimethyl aniline. What have we done? We have done step number 1. We have prepared diazonium in step number 1. Now comes the second step, which is the preparation of the dimethyl aniline or the coupling reaction. Because the step number 2 will involve the preparation of the dye, which is methyl orange. I have not prepared methyl orange in step number 1. I will be preparing it in step number 2. But if the step number 1, which is the preparation of the diazonium salt, is not carried out properly, the methyl orange as a dye would not be formed. So we have completed step number or reaction number 1. Let's go to reaction number 2. So what you do is you take around 4 ml of dimethyl aniline, which is a coupling agent. You dilute HCl and again you cool it to 0 to 5 degrees and start adding to the diazonium salt which is prepared in the above step. Just the coupling reaction has to take place. So I assume that my diazonium has been prepared well and I just have to add dimethyl aniline to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add dimethyl aniline, which I have prepared in dilute hydrochloric acid, which has been cooled below 10 degrees Celsius. Now, you will find that there is going to be a pale red coloration. This is very important. Only when there is pale red coloration, we say that the coupling reaction has taken place, that the diazotization has taken place well, and now the coupling has also started initiating and a pale red color starts to develop. So from there onwards, my dye begins to form, but that dye is still in the solution form. I need to take out it in the solid form. So all the other subsequent steps I'll be talking about will actually solidify that dye to methyl orange, which is a beautiful orange color dye. Now what you do is you allow the mixture to stand for some time, for around 5 to 7 minutes, and then start adding slowly with stirring 50 ml of aqueous NaOH, which is 10% solution. So then you would see that the mixture turns from pale red to uniform orange, but still it is an orange solution. It is not in the solid state. What we have done, we have added 10% aqueous NaOH till that red color changes to a beautiful uniform orange color. After that, you warm the mixture to around 55 to 65 degrees Celsius for around 10 minutes and add 10 grams of sodium chloride to it. You'll weigh sodium chloride and add it, and then you will cool the solution. You would find that methyl orange begins to precipitate out. So all these sodium chloride and the NaOH has been added to actually precipitate the methyl orange from the aqueous solution. So then you would find that orange color precipitate would start to settle at the bottom. That means my methyl orange has started to precipitate out. So then you would crystallize it from water, and then you would filter it, you would dry the precipitate, you can weigh it, and you can calculate the percentage yield like we have done for all the other reactions. So you would find that is going to be a beautiful orange color crystals. So this is the first step. So I write down the second step. So I have prepared in step number 1, I have prepared the diazonium salt of the sulfur-anilic acid. I have prepared the diazonium salt of the sulfur-anilic acid. I am going to react this with dimethyl aniline in step number 2, and this is called as the coupling reaction. The first reaction was called as the diazotization reaction, and the second reaction is called as the coupling reaction. So I'm going to get the coupled I'm writing it again because it was not clear in the pictures. So this is methyl orange at the top. So this is methyl orange as the dye. This involves many steps, but all the other steps. The first step is the most crucial step, the preparation of the diazonium salt. And the second step, which is the coupling, will automatically take place. The thing is that you need to be very careful while precipitating methyl orange as well, because if you lose it in the solution form and it does not come out, it becomes a great hassle to actually precipitate out. So all these steps are important until the time you get the final precipitate. You can filter the precipitate. You can again redissolve in hot boiling water in order to recrystallize or to actually make that ethyl orange in the form of a crystal. You can do it using hot boiling water, but that is the last step of the reaction. So I hope it is clear the preparation of methyl orange, which involves 2 steps. The preparation of the diazonium salt, which is in situ, and the second is the coupling reaction to give me the desired product.